We've got baseball under the roof here at Rogers Center on a rainy day in Toronto. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. looks to keep up the pace in the AL batting title race right after this. Hyunjin Ryu, the Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
Whit Merrifield is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, I hope these guys were listening today during the hitters' meeting, because they have not been swinging the bats well. They only scored 1 run in the loss yesterday, and somewhere along the line, this offense has to execute at a higher level if this team's going to compete.
And there's 1 gone to start the night. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matty, how about Andrew Benintendi? You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs, 18 driven in. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the left fielder, Andrew.
Ryu steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Andrew Benintendi is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Hernandez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. KC down in order. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. Brady Singer gets the ball for the Royals in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, if you're looking for Achilles heel from this pitcher, this jumps right out at you. Right-handed batters are hitting over 300 on the season against this guy. That's something he's going to have to improve on if he expects to pitch well in this one.
Now into the box, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Dan, Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
1-2 now. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burnt. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
Next to stand in is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He had a strong showing at the plate in the first half, currently sitting in 3rd place in the league's batting race.
Yeah, well within striking distance to get himself a batting championship title here. He's going to have to put together a nice second half to get it done, though.
And despite his success with the bat this year, he's going through a really tough stretch in recent games, batting under the Mendoza line over his last 10.
No surprise this guy found himself in the All-Star game in the Midsummer Classic. He absolutely had a monster first half. He was almost a certain lock to represent his team at that game.
Batting fourth.
And stepping in, Bo Bichette. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And while he's had some great offensive numbers in the first half, the pace has slowed down a bit recently, hitting in the low 200s over the last 10 games.
Yeah, he struggled the last 10 games, no doubt about it, but the sample size in the first half is too big. It's only going to take one swing for him to get right back on track.
Just a touch inside, perhaps. It's 2-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Isbell gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Second inning coming up from Toronto with no score. And that brings in Hunter Dozier. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
2-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
The 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Grounded to the right, fielded cleanly, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
That is it.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
So now to the plate, Michael Taylor. Popped up. Gurriel in foul ground. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now a ball rolled softly to second. Scooped up. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting 6. The shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
2 down, no one on base. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. One and two, the count of the Royals shortstop.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Got him swinging in the dirt. Esposito is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Hernandez is retired, and there's one away.
The center fielder,
So now to the plate, Corey Dickerson, who was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Half swing that time. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Gary Simmons. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Waiting on it is Benintendi. 2 down.
Batting seven. The third
Set
baseman.
to get his evening at the plate started, Santiago Espinal. Trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
So next to bat will be Lourdes Gurriel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Will move to the third with no score. Here's Carlos Santana now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Springer, and no one will track it down. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Batting 8.
So stepping in is Kyle Isbell, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And the Royals are in the hit column.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Nate Esposito comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone. Trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dickerson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
So 2 away here in the Kansas City third, and Whit Merrifield will dig in at the plate. First pitch of the AB on its way. Throw down to second. Isbell, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to fish a little bit. I want to see where he goes here.
And that's in there. Base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Hanser Alberto is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
The bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Royals settle for just the 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Royals out in front, 1-0.
We're just about set to go here as the Blue Jays come to bat in the 3rd inning, and this is an offense that has really been productive this year. Entering the day, they are arguably the most dangerous group of hitters in baseball, as they rank 1st in the majors in both home runs and slugging percentage. Now, obviously, the home runs are a big part of the slugging percentage, but as one of the coaches told me, we've got guys in the lineup with dynamic skill sets. We've got plenty of power, but we've also got guys that will use the whole field and that can turn on the Jets when they shoot one into the gap. Safe to say, this is a tough lineup to hold down, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The windup and the 0-1. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And this one's off the fists as he fights this one off, but foul. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. One out, bases empty, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And that's the 2nd out.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
To the plate now, Marcus Semien. Hit down the 3rd baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. To the left side, but it's well foul. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that means batting next will be the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Ball 2 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
That one's in there, 3-1. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Simeon's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
One away for the Royals here in the fourth. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. First pitch of the AB now. A ball and no strikes. As this is rolled out to short. Cleanly, throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. Ryu gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hernandez is in pursuit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So nothing happening this time around. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Royals 1, the Jays nothing. Now at the plate here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. 1 away.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Bo.
So 1 down, no one aboard. And in the bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And that's over. 3-1. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Isbell is back near the stands as he hauls it in for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder.
2 are gone now in the Blue Jays half of the fourth. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. They still trail 1-0. Now to the plate, here is Kyle Isbell. He collected a base hit his first time up.
Kyle Isbell.
Here it comes.
Nope, that's a ball.
Isbell is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground, he has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Espinal trying to get there.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Standing in now, Nate Esposito, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Made a miss on that time. Nate Esposito becomes the first out of the inning. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. There he goes. On the ground to the right side. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, Dero. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts, but right there
in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. One there, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Jays, the center fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Corey Dickerson is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Pitch on the way.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The 2-0 on the way. Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
High in the air into shallow left center. On the run is Benintendi. He's there and records the first out.
Now that's the third baseman, Santiago.
Next up, Santiago Espinal. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, guys, well, maybe that's going to wake him up a little bit. Maybe he needed some extra motivation to square one up and get out of the slump he's been in.
Off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Fouled off. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check
Now
swing
back.
appeal.
First
Hitters rarely feel like
Loaded.
they went, and I don't think he likes getting run up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Pitch on the way. Lourdes Gurriel will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put in. Now the first pitch.
Leading off for the
Andrew Benintendi stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
third baseman.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Hunter Dozier is in for the third time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, the next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Taken in by Simeon. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Now at the plate is Michael Taylor. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
Down 1-1.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simeon's there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next to the road.
Digging in next, Adalberto Mondesir. He grounded out last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Benintendi at third with 2 away. Now a swinging bunt. And oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Well, when you're behind 0-2 as a hitter, you're in swing mode. Nothing changes that like seeing something hard bearing in on you, though.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Up next is Danny Jansen. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Got him to go down swinging there. Danny Jansen becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. On its way is pitch number 75. George Springer is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Number 10, second baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Marcus Semien swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this.
Finds its way through for a base hit. So only the 2nd hit he's given up tonight.
Well, that's only the 2nd hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit hard to short. Mondesi brings it in. Merrifield's right there to take the routine. So now Carlos Santana. And guys, flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Dero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and that will be the last we see in this one of Hyun-Jin Ryu. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. First pitch on its way. Nate Esposito is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1 home. Santana, the runner at second with 1 away. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing. Now to bat, Bo Bichette.
Leading off for the Jays.
Though you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming. A lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus. Stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. First pitch of the AB now.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. On a line, that's a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing their bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
He'll go to the bag for 1.
After fielding this one clean, you see he tries to take it himself at second base, but they just can't turn the double play.
Your attention, please.
Now the Kansas City manager will make the slow walk to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. And the runner's coming home. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. The tag, and he is out trying to steal home. Boy, and no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Runner breaks for third. Pitch outside. The throw. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just doesn't make much sense as the inning is... Gerard Dyson will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Hanser Alberto is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
The next 0-2. A swing and a ground ball to third.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. No balls and a strike to count. Breaking ball called just a bit low. A little bouncer.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it in one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Andrew Benintendi becomes the first out of the inning. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Well, the Royals have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
And he takes a look at strike 3 called, and that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now. Trevor Richards trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. Adalberto Mondesi stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Trevor.
Check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Trying to keep the score where it is, and the pitch. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
2-2. Here it is. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And it's fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Royals strand into the box, Kevin Biggio. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out. And no surprise based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay to see if they want to challenge the out call.
Well, here's another look at it. It certainly was bang, bang. Wow, tough for me to tell on that look. Definitely a tough call for the umpire there.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Greg Holland answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Alejandro Kirk will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 30, Alejandro.
As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Look out, 2-0 now.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. Alejandro Kirk will stay in the ball game, and she'll likely do the catching from here out. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. In his career versus this pitcher, he's just 2 for 9. He's taken him deep once. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1 and 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's 1 gone here in the 9th. Digging in now for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. He bounced out last time up. Number 58 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Bichette's got it. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
The count now at 2-1. Now here's 1 hit in the air to the right side, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Chopped now to short. Can they get 2? Bichette gathers it in, and he's safe.
The batter, the second baseman,
Whit Merrifield next to bat. And he puts it on the ground to second. Simeon's got it, and there's out number 2.
Now batting.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 0-1 the count. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Isbell on 3rd. Esposito on at 2nd with 2 down. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well 1 more time with that pitch.
On to first, and the Royals can't cash in. Scott Barlow comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. George Springer the next to hit. And what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Now it'll be Marcus Semien. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 0 for 5. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Isbell is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Next will be the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Though we've discussed his position in the batting race, we haven't seen much production today. Opposing pitching has to be credited in keeping his bat in check.
Yeah, they've definitely kept him off balance, but as hot a first half as he's had, it only takes.
He makes the catch.